Greetings, insignificant mortals. The stars are in alignment again, and it's time for Ludonauts. I am your host, the narrator, a cosmic being dwelling in some unfathomable cyclopean realm. I've taken mortals from your world, my Ludonauts, and subject them to role-playing games. In this case, Mork, written by Pell Nelson and published by Stockholm Cartel. So without any further ado, Ludonauts, please introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Craig and I'll be playing Swind Bellum this evening, a completely logical man who doesn't not hate birds. And I'll also be piloting Sweet Boy, who's a very muscular dogman.
Hello, my name is Robin. I'll be taking dual duty as Vatan Makari, a terribly accented snappy dresser, and also Leonard, an even worse voiced erratic Chihuahua man.
I'm Michael, and I'll be playing Gutfin the Golden, who is awaiting the end of all things by being a taxman and making life just a lot worse for everybody around him. And his Earthborn companion is Dagwin, who is a really cowardly, self-serving, but also obsequious manservanty type.
Previously on Ludonauts, our heroes are tax collectors for the Shadow King. They have already visited 2 towns in the region with varying levels of success. Now they head onwards to the mining town of Markan. Before we get underway, I shall roll to see if the world starts ending, to see if a misery occurs. No. Not this day. One of these days. Somewhere in the northern peninsula of Sarkash, we see a long, winding road. The rain is absolutely lashing down. 6 figures are on or around the cart. Driving the cart we have one, Gotwin the Golden. The rain has no effect on his mood, as his mood is constantly one of nihilism. Sitting beside him in the cart is his friend's perhaps too strong a word, companion, Vatar. Vatar has a somewhat sore head, having perhaps overindulged too much in wine the night before. But to be fair, he doesn't get the opportunity to let his hair down very much. It was a spectacular party that the good people of Loudon put on for our heroes, who had saved them from the gnomes and the mysterious metallic abomination that had taken up residence in their orchard. Walking alongside the cart, we have our 3 earthbound companions, who are sullen. None of them are in a good mood, having not attended the party the night before, and spent the night in a barn, dry, comfortable, but full of flatulent livestock. They did not have a good night. Curled up in a ball, a sorry heap, in the back of the cart, we have Swind Bellum. Swind is sick as a dog, no pun intended. He is overindulged massively on the fine wines and cider, and you think perhaps you saw him smoking dried grumbleweed. Who knows? Certainly, he had a late night. He made the most of it, but he's suffering now. The cart trundles on.
If you could suffer a little quieter, please.
Drive well.
I'm going to intentionally go through a pothole.
Swind, do you want to make a toughness roll? You're looking for a 12 or higher.
That is a very poorly 3.
There's a sort of wet chundering sound as once again Swind vomits violently.
It's the birds' fault!
Swind, it feels like a crow is just pecking constantly the inside of your head. You can hear the cawing echoing round inside your skull.
Oh, it's been there for more than this night. I can tell them that.
The drink's made it worse though.
Yeah, the drink. It wasn't a mistake, right? Fellas, look me in the eye or just speak consoling words.
I'm afraid I have to keep my eyes on the road, Swind.
It's not a big road. There's not a lot of traffic.
Yeah, I'll look at you in the eye.
Okay.
Oh, there's no white left. It's all blood.
Yeah.
How much of that grumbleweed did you smoke last night?
Grumbles. Yep. That happened. I'm told.
You know, I've never seen someone do like a keg stand before. Especially because we don't have like funnel. Like I think they were dunking you repeatedly into the cider over and over and over.
Yep. Oh, that's making my stomach go.
Then how is there anything left in you?
I feel quite wet, just all over.
No, that's not a hallucination. That is unfortunately very real.
It's a cold wetness. My hair's sore.
It's a good thing for going up an incline because it's sort of sluicing out the back.
Mm.
Between the driving rain and the fact that on your right hand side is the rugged coastline of the northern part of the continent, there's no nice sunny beaches here. It's just rocks, and the sprays lashing off every so often. A particularly large wave will cover you guys in spray.
Just let it take me away.
Maybe Swin finds it a little bit refreshing. We don't know.
It's keeping me awake, certainly.
But looking at the map, you know you have, it's maybe about a day's travel to the village of Markan, the third place on your little taxation trip.
I like to think that Gotvin's got like a blanket from the cart to cover like the things. He's just like wearing that as like a cloak all around him, and like a big hat, but over the armour. Still very much encased in steel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Vatar's fine silks are now getting increasingly salt encrusted. There's a feather on his hat, and the feather's now cocked at a permanent angle because the wind is blowing it and stiffening it.
Swin's just a puddle on the floor. Like, you can't. No longer the shape of a man.
No. And you were barely the shape of a man to begin with, let's be honest with ourselves.
Definitely a squiggle.
Yeah, and I'll just keep the donkey carrying us forward at a donkeyish pace.
You carry on along the coast for several hours. Before you start to veer inland, the rain doesn't really let off at all, but at least you're away from the direct sort of spray of the waves. And the landscape begins to grow gradually more hilly. You know, well, let's see, what do you know about the village of Markan? Two of you that aren't wrecked, like to make a presence test.
Absolutely. 16.
You've heard of the village of Markan. It's situated on top of like a single giant plateau that comes up out the earth. It's been given various sort of slang terms over the years: Verhu's chopping block, the table, such like. But you know that, as I said, this is a mining town, and the town itself is split in two. The top half is on top of the plateau, and the lower half is at the base. And they have a sort of lift contraption to go from one part to the other, is what you've heard. An ancient piece of machinery from a bygone age, you might say.
Okay, well, I'll tell my companions.
Well, if you could tell me that, like, quieter and slower.
Alright, we're going to a place called Markan.
Oh, that's soothing.
And it's a place that's had various different names throughout its history.
Uh-huh.
And it's got a mechanical engineering wonder that allows you to transport yourself upwards and downwards within the city itself.
At this point, Swind is sound asleep. You've succeeded. You've ASMR'd him.
He said it's up on a plateau. They call it the chopping block of Verhu. Verhu.
Violent, sick sounds.
Oh, I never get tired of doing this. Put him to sleep again.
It's like a wet heat all over my body.
It's actually quite cold, but that's concerning.
Yep.
Yes, Markan. So it's all still within Shadow King's domain.
Yes,
Because
yes.
that's we're collecting.
It's
tithes
pretty
from.
much the northern end of it. The tithe, although they mine various things, you're not sure what form the tithe will take, but you've heard of corpse iron, which comes from Markan.
Well, it doesn't sound concerningly macabre compared to everything else in the world, so...
No,
It sounds pretty average
Yeah.
considering everything else, yeah.
The legend is thousands of years ago, a giant iron dragon fell to earth, thus causing the creation of the plateau, and from its bones they mine the corpse iron.
Well,
Possibly just a legend, though.
let's hope that it is just a legend and there isn't a awakened, angry, half-corpse dragon that needs to be negotiated with for our tithe today.
But we're good at that. We're highly skilled negotiators.
Oh my gosh, don't breathe in my face! Oh!
We get results. We killed that big man, eventually, via starvation, I assume. And then that, mechanical fella, we told him to leave.
The road continues on for another hour or so, until it comes to a fork. You can see the road goes off you would say in a somewhat southwesterly direction, which leads deeper into the hills. You can see the hills eventually go on to become the mountains that you avoided in episode 2. The other road stretches on. It seems to be more somewhat swampy looking grassland. There's a lot of like long grass at either side of the road.
If it gets much worse, you can bury me there. By that I mean just dunk me in the swamp. Let it take me.
I heard you the first time.
Let it take me.
Consulting the map, it seems a little bit unclear. The top end looks like it's been burnt slightly. There's a slight smell of grumbleweed coming off it.
I'll stare a glaring look at Swins.
I can only see time.
Gotvin casts his mind back to the night before. He's sitting in the corner of the inn. Really, he's just wanting a quiet night, but these peasants have insisted on throwing a wild party.
I imagine him like right in the middle of the dance floor with everybody like do-si doing around him, completely still.
That meme of the guy at the party, they don't know I'm...
They don't know the world then.
And you're still in your full armour, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Gotvin is sitting in a corner, and you really just want to be left alone. He's had a last couple of days of being somewhat stressful.
Is he on the goat milk?
Sure.
We're driving in the morning, so I presume that you're...
I'm not. I'm driving a donkey. I can have some cider, I'd imagine.
Ooh, you're having
Oh, wow, Mr. Oh, dear.
Oh, look who is Mr. Party now! Ooh.
Looking over, you can see Vatar engaged in a heated debate with the town seamstress about collars.
If you don't need a specialised spoon, it's not haute couture. This is what I'm trying to explain to you, you little bumpkin of a woman. Oh, look at me. It's all frilly and soft. 9. Starch. Starch is your friend in this situation. Do you even have a doublet in this town?
Over in the other corner, you see Svint, surrounded by a bevy of sturdily built peasant boys and girls. He seems to be telling them some sort of story. You can't hear what he's saying, but there's a lot of flapping motions and simulated pecking, and they seem to be hanging wrapped on every word that Svint's saying. He's already 3 sheets to the wind by this point. But you're just wanting a quiet night to yourself. But instead you're being pestered by old Quilnach, who just won't leave you alone.
And what is old Quilnach saying?
Where are you off to next then?
Well, that is official business of the Shadow King.
You'll be heading north though, I think.
And why do you think that?
Because you came for the south.
Well, I suppose that is a reasonable deduction.
Lands get stranger further north.
Oh, it seems strange here.
Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. Oh, the boglands.
Well, what's strange about the boglands other than them being bogs?
Great packs of fen wolves. Take a man down, rip him apart. Terrible business.
Have you seen such creatures?
Not me personally. I don't leave Loudon much. Ain't safe.
Do you know, is there anyone who has survived these things? Is there some cautions that should be taken? And then I'll raise the visor of my helmet and just insert the glass so that you can't see while I'm doing that, and then take it.
Well, sometimes people pass through here from Markan. Strange bunch. But on the years they've delivered their tithe, they take it down to your man, the Shadow King there. They always travel, a big bunch of them, heavily armed. Burly fellows, miners,
And you haven't seen them?
I haven't seen them this year. That's why I guess you might be chasing them up.
Well, you may think so. I couldn't possibly.
But then the hills ain't much better.
Can you go through the hills as well to avoid the bogs?
The old aqueduct used to wind through the hills. That's how the corpse iron used to make its way to the Shadow King. Fell to disrepair, a long time ago now. But the route through the hills, it's better than the bogs, but recently there's been gangs of wickhead brigands. Killing people, stealing the money.
Stealing the money? I see.
Wickheads are lantern-headed men.
Oh, Jack Lantern. Do you know anything about these wickheads? Are they
A terrible bunch there.
Are they magical? Are they fey?
You've encountered wickheads. They're just a thing that lives
Right.
in this world. They tend to They're not quite as badly regarded as the Earthbound, but they're seen as a bit odd because they're men with lanterns for heads.
I can see why that would turn some heads on and off like a light.
The screen wobbles, and we're back at the crossroads.
It looks like we've got a choice to make. If we go the low roads, then we're liable to get ripped apart by dogs. And if we go the high road, we're liable to be robbed by lantern-headed bandits. How would you rather face death?
Oh, that is not a question for whatever time this is.
I think he's already facing death. I say, if we do the lantern-headed people...
The wick heads.
The wick heads, yeah, but this is how I am talking because I am louche and aloof.
And ruffed.
Well, the great thing about being in the mountains is I feel like we are going to a mountains. And also, I do not care much for the bugs because bugs contain the things that bite, like mosquitoes and wolves.
I've also had quite enough of having my feet sucked underneath horrible goo, so the less trudging through dirt, the better.
Horrible goo would go well right now. Yeah.
Horrible goo is all you are producing right now. Just oozing out of you.
Just let it slosh through. Another 48 to 72 hours and it'll be fine.
We appear to have made a decision, and I'll crack the reins and direct the donkey up the hill path.
Whoa now, you are on the cider still. Like, that's a bit more than just, just directing a donkey. You could get into a collision. You could run someone over.
And the donkey's
with
been
a donkey.
And the donkey's been on the cider too.
Well, the donkey probably has.
Yeah, it got invited to the party. It's just the Earthbound who didn't.
I outraged that they didn't get to come to the party. I want that on record, sweet boy. That I was outraged. Even though I did and said nothing about it, I was outraged.
So let's go.
You carry on, sort of up and down, the landscape undulates, and you can see in the distance like a massive structure, like a square. It's not a tower, but it's sort of like a column, which starts the beginning of an arch at either side. This might maybe be the part of the former aqueduct, but it's an enormous structure. It must have been really impressive in its day. And you can see off in the distance, even further, there's another one. But the central span has completely collapsed. It seems to be sort of integrated into the hills, covering parts where a canal of sorts must have wound its way down.
That's a bit troubling. I was hoping that we could maybe use the aqueduct as a pathway to some extent, but it looks like it's very much not in a state to be used.
It looks like the road's following roughly the line of the aqueduct, the former aqueduct, and you can see at points where you're at the top of a hill, you can see off in a distance this enormous plateau of black rock, but it's still some way off. The rain's cleared a little bit, allowing you greater visibility.
That will be Markan, also known as the table, I think. The big plateau you can see. Well, you can't see because you're facing the floor. Of the...
Well, when you've described this to me, and Swin's going to attempt to prop himself heroically in the recovery position with an eye to the sky, I guess. More so than just completely face down in the car. And Swin's going to attempt to sort of weakly, attempt to hold the sword, but no, it's not happening.
Well, there's nothing to fight yet.
No, but he's on edge because we're going to the mountains and that's where birds live.
Well, since you're facing upwards, do you want to make another toughness roll?
Yes. Looking for a 12? I got a 6.
Oh. The first thing you see upon spinning round is that there are a couple of crows.
Oh God!
You just lose it again. But you're just on the bile at this point. At least it's your own bile this time.
Do you want to see some bile noises?
No.
Oh, there he goes again. Oh, there's so much. I don't understand how he can summon all that pressure, because that's coming out of him. Hideous. Absolutely hideous.
He will be useless to us in the fights.
Oh, yeah, because he's normally so much help. At least we've got all our swords and stuff repaired, so it doesn't break any more of our things. What do you think of the aqueduct, Gottvin? Were there things like this where you grew up?
My people moved around, and I wasn't allowed to see very much of what was there when we got to various places. I was to be kept protected
What do you mean you weren't allowed? Did they have like a bag on your head the whole time?
Sometimes.
Oh, see, that was what people would call like a hyperbole, but I forgot that you have a horrible, horrible childhood.
Yes, well, I was supposed to be one of a new age of super being that was supposed to prevent the horrible calamities of the world, and probably may have had some role in actually causing them.
Oh,
But it's hard to say.
Oh, well, you messed that up, didn't you? We had something like this near where I grew up. It was... I think it must have been an old bathhouse or something. Like, it's all crumbled now, but it had those huge walls, had a big basin, which we used to put our trash into, because you have to put it somewhere so it doesn't seep into the water. And my father would always tell me, people used to be able to build things. And you would go, oh, yeah. But I feel like now we have left the age of people building things, and now it's the age of things sort of falling apart.
If something is built, it gets destroyed almost immediately.
With that thought, it's curious that at the side of the road there's what looks to be a small farmhouse, and it seems to have been built out of stone from the aqueduct, but it seems to have very recently have taken a hit of some sort. The whole side of it is missing, like something enormous has barreled into it. There's a cart, similar design to yours, it's been flattened. It's like something heavy has crushed it, sat on it. Something massive. Would you all like to make a presence roll as 30?
Yes. Best I got's a 10.
Sweet boy got a 17.
And I got 9. Leonard got 9.
Sweet boy, there's something not right. There's a smell of death and decay about this place. Not ordinary death, but of something long dead.
Sweet boy will instantly grab the side of the cart, stopping the donkey in its tracks, and just point to the farmhouse and say, "Unnatural death."
Goblins, I will look at the house and go, yes, likely I suppose. What say you, shall we investigate or try and survive?
Move on.
I think we'll try and move past it quickly, but I'll maybe try and see if I can, as we get closer, see if I can see anything.
As you go by, it's sort of in an adjacent field, so you urge the donkey on to speed up a little bit. And you have a sort of look in as you go past, and it seems, like I say, it seems recent. There's still a little bit of smoke coming out of the chimney, and disturbingly you can see there's some blood stains on the outside wall. They look fairly recent.
Vatar he will begin to string his crossbow, because you don't travel with it strung, but he strings his crossbow so it's ready to cock and fire. Leonard, the bow, and he sort of shoves the bow out the side of the cart for Leonard to reluctantly take.
Well, I think if our recent adventures have taught us anything, it's that Leonard probably doesn't need the bow.
And I try to sort of keep him away from conflict, because he is made of, have you ever put sugar in water? Or salt in water?
Yes.
He is like the salt, or the sugar. He will just disappear. He'll be gone.
Ah.
Yeah.
Do we really just ignore this and move on?
I don't want to out of character, but I feel like Sweet Boy would encourage it.
Yeah. In character, Vatar is very happy to keep moving.
Yeah, I think we'll probably just hurry on and try and not draw any attention.
Yeah. Can you put the donkey up another gear?
Well, whip it again? I don't know.
Yeah, it speeds up a little bit.
Okay.
That's what the gears are. It's the number of whips per minute.
I mean, it's a donkey. It doesn't speed up very much.
Carry on this way for another hour or so, perhaps stopping briefly for some nourishing stew. I don't know if...
I'll take all the stew you can give me.
While we're stopping
I've got a funnel.
While we're stopping to make camp and stuff, I'll tell everybody else, be very wary. I think that we've already seen signs of banditry in the area. I want everybody on watch.
It's an emergency funnel.
Not you, Sven.
So, after a short break, you set off again. The rest of the day passes fairly uneventfully, and soon night begins to fall.
We'll have to make camp, I suppose. Are we still in the area of the any of the remains of the aqueduct?
Yep, the road runs more or less beside it.
Could we perhaps make camp hidden in between some of the fallen stones from the collapsed? We can take shelter in kind of underneath a bridge, as it were.
Very few of them actually connect up. Mostly it's just the individual columns.
Uh-huh.
I mean, a couple of them have. but there's certainly plenty of areas where you can. You're somewhat sheltered by bits of masonry and a little bit maybe start of the arch or something like that.
I think we probably want to tuck ourselves in between some big fallen stones somewhere and
Yeah, that sounds ideal to me.
hope that no other big stones fall in the same general area.
Oh, I don't think that was a big stone that did that to the house.
No, likely not, but
Do you know what I think it was?
what do you think it was?
No, Leonard's been talking to me and he has a very compelling theory. He thinks it's that big rabbit we saw earlier.
I see.
I've been seeing big rabbits.
It's the only thing, Masters, that makes any sense. We see the big rabbit. Big rabbit goes. Big hole in wall. What else big? A rabbit. Yeah, he's been saying nothing but this for like the past hour since we picked up camp and he got close enough to talk to me. And I think it might be either the repetition or my brain needing to latch into something that isn't a man dying in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I think like it makes some sense. Eat your stew, Sven.
Okay, well, funnel me up.
Sven, you're feeling somewhat better by this point. You're up, you're walking, you're still feeling a bit groggy, you're still feeling the worst for you.
I'm feeling a lot better,
You're better than you were, certainly.
but
You're playing it up.
I'm playing it up now. I'll go over to Sweet Boy and I'll be like, Sweet Boy, if I don't make it through this, I want you to have my monkeys. But promise me, you'll crush a bird on my birthday every year. Just one bird in your bare paws, just for me. Just promise me. And Sweet Boy will just coldly look through Swind. Like no words, just not even looking him in the eyes, just looking completely through him.
I'm not sure that we should actually donate any of our stew to Swind. It may be a waste of resources.
You need me back up and running. I'm one of the best men on this team, other than Sweet Boy and the two other dogs.
Yeah, you're in the top 6 for sure.
The top 6. I
don't know if you're counting the donkey as well.
The donkey, okay, so top 7. Like the top 10. Out of the top 10 people that we've met in our life.
Oh yeah, there's the monkeys as well.
The monkeys. I am in consideration. I'm seeded.
Very well.
Top 16.
I want you to eat this bread, because this bread is very spongy and will absorb any of the liquid that is somehow still left in you.
Mm-hmm.
If you throw this up, look at me,
Yeah.
look at me.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at your very sharp collar. Very starched. You can cut men with that collar.
Okay, get him some stew. He's buttered me up. Okay, what do you like? That old hag in the village, she doesn't know a thing. She's like, the new soft collars, they are in the style. You make them from silk. What is the point of having the silk if you can't show it off?
If you don't have presents. Oh dear. But that stew is very... It's very Moorish and it's very appreciated.
It's very Moorish.
It's very Moorish stew.
We were in an orchard town before. Have we got, like, fresh fruit for once?
Well, you have several barrels of fresh fruit. However, it's not technically yours. It's the Shadow King's.
Okay.
I mean, perhaps you might not miss a plum or two. We don't know.
We don't know.
He's going to have a hell of a time making more errors if he's missing a plum or two. I brought some schnapps with me and I'm already drunk again.
Well, you'll be a lot of good when the raid comes. I'll eat and rest and take the first watch. Sweet Boy, will you help?
Fine.
Ooh, Sweet Boy likes you. That's the most warmies to anyone. Okay, I'll take second watch. You can take final watch.
I'll take the final one. I'll do it. I am competent in my abilities.
It's also because I think between the two of us we can sort of get enough sleep and then one of us can be up for the final watch when Sven inevitably doesn't take it.
Yes.
You think we don't notice? You're asleep when we wake up.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think that has happened both times when you've taken the last watch and you just don't get out.
Okay, I'm crawling into my little bed now.
Yeah.
Guten Abend.
Does anything happen?
So it's yourself and Sweet Boy.
Yep.
Would you both like to make a presence roll where you're looking for 15 or higher?
Hey, 20.
And a 10.
Is this going to be yet another time when Gotvin takes the first watch and sees some, like, ethereal shadows?
You sort of hunker down. You've got oilskin sort of type affair to keep the worst of the rain off. Sweet Boy's sort of pacing back and forward, a little bit of working off a bit of angry energy, perhaps.
I like the idea that I've got, like, oil skins to, like, keep myself dry and Sweet Boy's just wet.
Sweet Boy's not bothered.
Sweet Boy's like muttering monkey meat.
He's sort of shadow boxing.
And you see, creeping up behind Sweet Boy, a shadowy silhouette. You're sure it's the same thing you've seen on the previous nights.
What I'll do is I'll just go up to Sweet Boy and I'll just, like, pat him on the shoulder and then like point behind him and see how he reacts.
Sweet Boy will like instinctively go to slug you in the jaw, but catch himself and look in that direction and go, "What?
Do you see it?
Does my 10 allow me to see anything?"
There's nothing there. This is him on this again.
Right, I'm gonna
Don't see anything.
I'm gonna motion to Sweet Boy. I'm just gonna be like you point down, stay here, and I'm just gonna take my weapon. I'm gonna go myself over to where I'm seeing this thing.
You can do that, and Mark, Sweet Boy, but that's offensive.
Just to say down boy to me.
Yeah.
The shape seems to go behind there's a sort of maybe a rough outcropping of rock, and you think it seems to have gone behind there.
Okay, I'm gonna follow it. But I've had enough of this. This is every bloody night now.
This is how they get you.
Yeah.
They've gaslit you.
Sure have. I've got a lantern. I'll light my lantern.
Okay.
I'm trying to be stealthy, but I've got a lantern out. I probably shouldn't have a lantern out.
You're not the stealthy one. You're trying to expose stealth. You need to channel your inner like security guard that gets slaughtered at the start of a film.
That's definitely what's going to happen. So yeah.
Lighting up your lantern, whip in hand, you head round this outcropping of rock. No, nothing there. As you turn back, 2 icy cold hands wrap around your throat.
Right.
Make an agility roll.
And I've remembered this. I've got armor, so agility is always 4 points harder to do. So that's 14.
14. Okay. You manage to grab these hands. They feel like ice. There's something obviously unnatural about them. You manage to grab the fingers and prevent it from choking you. What do you do now?
Okay, so I'm going to cry out, like, "I've got you, Phantom!" And, like, can I see anything? Like, are they invisible hands?
It's behind you.
Can I turn to see it?
Mm-hmm. As you sort of turn, whatever it is just turning with you.
Fuck's sake.
A voice hisses in your ear. Traitor!
Can I throw it over my shoulder like a judo move?
Go for it.
I'm going to try and, like, with my hand, I'm going to grab it. It's like where its elbow should be. Mm-hmm. I'm going to turn to like pivot and like put my weight so that it goes over. What am I adding? Strength?
We'll call it strength, yeah.
So that is 17.
17. You grab this thing by the wrists and you sort of launch it over your head. Mm-hmm. There's a puff of icy air and suddenly there's nothing there.
I'm just going to start shouting like, "Fucking ghosts!" and just like whipping the area where it was.
Benny, you woken up by this? Or?
Sweet Boy, who's been watching this, because would Sweet Boy have been able to see this from where he was told to stay?
No, he went behind a rocky outcropping.
Sweet Boy wouldn't have obeyed, and he would have like followed him slightly, I feel, because that was offensive what you said.
Gottvin just seemed to go mad.
He
all
did.
Of a sudden.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He seemed to go mad.
Go mad. He's sort of cavorting around the place and just lashing at the air.
Is that what Sweet Boy saw?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Sweet Boy will just witheringly stare at you, and I sort of like he may have once respected you, but you've outed yourself as both like a bigot and a madman this evening.
I'm going to continue whipping at the rocky area for a while. And then I'm going to...
It works off a certain amount of frustration.
Yeah. And then I'm going to spool up my whip, put it on my belt, walk past Sweet Boy, look at him, nothing happened, and continue back to camp.
Sweet Boy will not know what to make of that, really, I don't think.
Outside his experience, really.
It's outside his experience, but he had no opinion of you, and now he's got a negative opinion of you. I guess humans.
Sweet Boy will remember that.
Mm-hmm. Do you... Just outside of this, are you going to tell anybody about your experience? Or?
Not this time, because everybody already thinks I'm mad, so...
No, we don't think you're mad at all. We think you're a nihilist. Vatar...
Well, like I said, every bloody night this happens. Every night I'm the first watch. I roll to notice something. There's something there. I wake everybody up. And then there's nothing. So I thought I'll just go and die to prove a point tonight. And I couldn't even do that.
Vatar's awake by the time we come back, and he's just like, I heard a commotion. Is everything okay?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to get into my bedroll.
Just still in his armour, still in his oilskin, just lies down, pulls up over him. Lantern out.
Is anyone accompanying Vatar on this?
He'll take Dagwin.
Dagwin?
Sweet Boy.
Yes.
Quick question, since I would consider you one of the more reliable members of our party. Did anything happen?
No.
You sure?
You'll point at Gotwin and go, arsehole.
I always value your input, sweet boy.
And then Sweet boy will go to sleep, I guess.
Dagvin, up.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Hello.
And like Dagwin will like groggily get to his feet and start glancing around with like his eyes still like half sealed shut.
No, that's all right. Just keep the fire tended, keep it half level. We don't need to be seen by everyone, but a little bit of warmth and light is good.
Oh, yes, I will do this. I will do this for you, sir.
And I'll go and start.
You going to
messing
gather some firewood?
And it'll all be very, very wet, I'd imagine.
Yeah, true.
I was just going to like stand by the fire and like try and look like I was doing something, like poking at it.
That's all I need him to do.
Yeah.
Would you both like to make a presence roll?
What if we both fell and we see nothing? We have a really quiet watch.
That's an unnatural 20.
And that is a perfectly natural 9.
Dagwin, as you're sort of pretending to attend to the fire, in reality just trying to keep warm,
Yeah.
you notice, more or less further down the road, the direction you're going to be heading, you can see, it looks like a couple of lantern lights.
I know that I'm sniffing for like things that I'm seeing, but like,
But your senses are quite keen.
ooh, I'm going to scuttle over to Batter.
Sir, do you see there? Lanterns, lights.
You see lanterns?
Do you not see?
And I'm going to like peer with my like little like squat dog shape and just be like, do like the pointer dog pose a little bit.
I don't see, but you do have keener senses than I.
Now that he points them out, Batter, you can in fact
Are they
see a couple of lights.
coming this way?
You're not sure, they seem to be moving back and forward quite quickly.
Could they be the Wickmen? I mean, danger?
I don't think we're in danger, but don't take your eyes off them. If they're not coming any closer, I don't want to like get their attention, but
Do you want to make another presence roll?
natural 20.
Oh, natural 20, excellent. Now that you're more focused, Vatar, you think you can hear? Yeah, you can definitely hear. It sounds like the sound of blade on blade drifting up the road from some distance away. You can hear it's like there's a fight of some sort taking place. But the eerie thing is that there's no other noise. There's no. You'd expect it was a skirmish. You would expect to hear shouts and yelling, or the cries of the dying. But the only thing you can hear is the sound of swords.
Up is out the fire.
Yeah.
Maybe they won't see us. I'll scuttle back and like
Good idea, Dagvin.
splash some dirt over it or whatever.
Vatas, his eyes are only. He's got his crossbow. He's not cocked it yet, but he's got his eyes firmly on these dancing lights.
One by one, they start going out, and the noise stops.
Dagvin, I think we have seen something very quiet, small, and intimate. And I think it is our job to just not poke at this. Whatever this was, I don't think this is in our realm.
Okay. I see.
Oh, scheiße, we're going to have to break up Svind. He's going to be utterly... Don't tell Svind, because he's going to be utterly unbearable if it's like, oh, I wonder if they were burning birds, or magical sword birds, or one of his little things, because he's always so recalcitrant when you wake him up. And it's always about the bloody birds. I don't give a shit about these birds. Maybe we have to start spelling it as like BIRDS, because if you say the word birds, he goes, ah.
I'm starting to wake up now that you're saying birds.
Every one of these little vignettes is going to be something happens during the watch, and then the next person's like, did anything happen? No, nothing happened.
Morning, Svind.
Morning! I'm active and ready and so full of stew. I'm ready to go. Is it the morning?
It's last watch.
Oh, alright. I thought I'd slept through. That's fine. I'm up. It's early. I've got cold, prinkly skin and sore hair. It's still sore. Is your hair sore?
No, but I look after my hair.
Yeah, you do.
While this exchange is happening, Dagwin is like trying to hide like slightly further away from the camp than the rest of everybody in the camp. And
Maybe behind a bush or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Svind, the only things to report, we saw some dancing lights over there, and sort of Vatar points. We heard the sound of swords, nothing else. This is probably either the Vickmen, or it's ghosts of Vickmen. I don't know. They didn't come over here. We didn't go over there. I'm going to sleep. You can borrow beloved's Leonard if you like.
Leonard, yes.
Don't feed him anything with carbs before sun comes up, because you know how he gets.
I do. I'm smelly, but he's smellier.
Yeah, I don't know what causes the sweat response, but I presume it's part of his diet.
He's just constantly... You don't see a dog sweat, really.
I think most dogs are incapable, but there's something special about Leonard. There's so many special things
He's
about
so
Leonard.
dank. He's the dankest dog. Like, I'm mostly a birdman, as you know. A birder by trade. And by that I mean I murder birds, but...
A birderer.
A birderer, exactly, yeah. Godwin.
Godwin's just talking in his sleep. Okay, well, this has been illuminating, Svind, but I would actually like to be conscious anywhere but here, so I'm going to sleep.
Don't worry, you are completely safe in my hands.
If I die, at least I die unconscious and not having to hear about all of our various neuroses, because I'm convinced that I might be the sanest person here, and
you burgle tombs and wear their fancy outfits.
Yes, it's a very worrying prospect that I might be the person who's most hinged. Anyway, good night.
Leonard. Leonard, you're gonna have to warm me. I'm so cold. Does your hair hurt, Leonard?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Always.
Fine. Mine doesn't hurt always. It's just because I was on the lash. But like...
I also get lashed, Master. They lash me so many.
Oh.
In the kitchens, they lash me.
Lash in the kitchens?
Yes, to make me go faster.
Is it because you don't have a soul?
That's what they say.
It's ridiculous that just because you don't have a soul doesn't mean you can't come to the party. I spoke out eventually.
It was in
the car. Before we made camp.
Yes, you kept pointing at me and saying, "You're one of the good ones."
I did, didn't I? And I include Sweet Boy in that. I do include Sweet Boy in
And
that.
Dagwin?
Dagwin's alright.
Not one of the good ones.
We don't get on, but I don't hate him. Like, I just don't have time for him. We don't have the same interests, you know? We move in different circles.
Pair of you that are awake can hear that.
Master, what is that?
Well, I don't know, because I was mid-flow telling you about my various dislikes and likes of your species.
Master,
Yes.
Master.
I'm not your master. One of the other lads is your master. I'm your friend.
Friend.
Uh-huh.
Friend.
I know I hear it now, that there's some sort of dying frog in the distance. You can go step on it if you like. You could eat a frog, couldn't you?
Have.
Yeah, you go eat the frog.
Do you want to make a presence roll?
Yeah.
I think Craig probably does not want to make a presence.
17.
Oh, do you want me to make a presence roll? Go for it. 2.
Obviously it's pitch black all around you, but there's something moving out there.
Okay, this is what they warned us about. Stick with me, Leonard, and I'll teach you.
I, the player, don't care for this one fucking bit.
There's laughter coming from behind you, ahead of you, to the right, as well as moaning.
Okay.
Leonard immediately, leaps on Vatar. He's like, "Master, up! Things! Master! Master! It's like, no, not disrupt. Oh! Leonard, the nightmares, you're in all of my nightmares now. What?
Sweet boy, wake up, there's killing! It's killing time.
And both of me are still asleep.
Vatar just, the way he's lying, he just kicks out his leg and it bangs off Gotvin's helmet. It's like, Gotvin!
Boom! And I'll set up like the Undertaker. What?
Those teeth!
Can I hear what direction this noise is coming from?
All around you, multiple sources.
Dagvin, get the fire going! Svind, armour, is your armour on?
Always, it's sort of stuck to me now.
I don't need Oh, why, I could have died unconscious. Get your lash.
Yes, it's already in my hand.
As the appointed watchee, I'll take the lead on this one. We are the appointed representatives of the Shadow King. Stop laughing at us. We demand a certain level of respect. And your tithe if you've got it. We'll take it in blood, your children, whatever you got.
What if they just say, okay, sure, here's 5 demon children, you have to take them now where you go?
Well, depending how avian they are, I could go either way on that.
There's a sound of quick movement through the grass around you. You can see shapes, pale shapes.
Can I quickly try and turn my lantern on?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Leonard, lanterns, get the lanterns lit. Leonard's like hurriedly getting lanterns lit up and passing them out.
You get the lanterns on, and you can see that you're surrounded by skeletons, sort of crawling and sort of skulking towards you. And as they do so, they gibber. Some of them are carrying ancient weapons. Some of them have bits of armour and that, but they're going to be on you.
Do they make that marble on marble sound that's so lovely?
Yeah, they just giggle.
So roll for
It's
initiative.
initiative time.
4.
4. You guys get the initiative.
Oh, I'm so happy we've got Sweet Boy.
Yeah.
He's Dagwin is hiding somewhere away, and may already have been murdered.
Well, I'm indifferent to that fact.
So it's us going first.
Yes. I take the first watch. I'm up and ready. I'm probably the closest to the skeletons.
Okay.
I'm going to run at the skeletons, full pelt, the closest one, and I'll be like, "Avenge me, sweet boy!"
Okay.
Sweet Boy will not avenge you.
And I will attack this skeleton with whatever negatives you feel justified to give me.
No, it's fine. You're still a bit rough, but that's, you know what? That's just made you angry.
Yeah, I'm a mean post-drunk.
What are you armed with?
I am armed with a sword. I got a 2.
You sort of stagger out, and maybe, to be honest, you're not maybe in the right condition for a fight right now.
But I'm eager to please.
But this skeleton wasn't expecting you to do that. It more or less just runs past you.
2 rounds rapid from Vatar and Leonard.
Okay.
I'll do Vatar first.
Vatar is... Oh no. That is 9. Doesn't make it.
The bolt goes pinging off into the darkness.
Leonard. That is... No, that's an 11.
Leonard also misses. The arrow just disappears off into the night.
Yeah, we have both just woken up, so that makes sense.
Goblin will start swinging the whip around his head in like a big circular motion. It starts to crackle with electricity as it spins through the air. And I'll bring it down on the near skeleton's head, skull.
Ooh.
That is indeed another wet 20. 8 points of damage.
Zesty.
Zesty damage.
The whole area lights up, and you can see the baleful fire in the skeleton's eyes reflect back at you. You arc out with the whip, and it impacts along the rib cage. First you think you've not done anything, and then a big bolt of electricity shoots down the whole length of the whip, and the skeleton literally just blows apart.
Nicely done, Godwin.
Sweet boy will just emotionlessly advance with his flail. That's 15.
So that's
17.
17, yes. And then 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Sweet Boy strides up to the skeleton that's closest to him. This one's armed with a spear, and he just bats the spear out of his way and just smashes it in the rib cage, and all the ribs break and shatter everywhere, but it's still standing.
Sweet Boy's pretty cool.
Sweet boy is pretty cool, yeah.
Speaking of cool dogmen, Dagwin?
Dagwin,
It's canonically dead.
first of all, is he alive?
He's in the bush, he sees what's going on, and he's actually soiled himself a little.
I think he'll just have to sit there in the smell. Dagwin does nothing.
Let's hope skeletons don't have a good sense of smell.
Yeah.
The skeleton with the smashed rib cage is going to swing at Sweet Boy. He's got a spear. He sort of staggers back a little bit and a 10. Oh.
Dear.
Sweet Boy receives a nasty jab with the spear.
How much jab are we talking?
D6. Sweet Boy takes 2 damage. He takes 2, so light armour
Is
gives
that
you
minus-
D2.
So nothing.
No, you have to roll.
So you have to roll a D2.
Right, roll this. If it's evens, he gets 2 off. If it's odds, he gets 1 off.
2 off, so no damage.
No damage. So he jabs him, but Sweet Boy just doesn't really do anything.
Completely no cells, no emotion, no flinch. Like, it's poking into him, it's drawing blood, but there's nothing.
Once again, Sweet Boy's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, he walked up to this spear-wielding skeleton, batted the spear out of the way, smacked it, then the skeleton got the spear,
Retaliated.
poked into him, and Sweet Boy just remained standing there.
Not even a squeak.
It didn't go that deep.
No.
Because Sweet Boy's very dense.
It pushed back, if anything.
Muscular and condensed, like corned beef.
Like corned beef.
A second skeleton, this one's armed with a sword, attempts to swing at Sweet Boy.
That is
They know who the real threat
12
is here.
again.
Managed to dodge.
Imagine he just like bats that skeleton in the head,
Yeah.
like going in with the sword, but it just swings clear.
Another skeleton, this one's wearing scraps of armour and is carrying like a big meat cleaver, attempts to attack Swind.
We messed up their bedroom, we threw them about, they've come for their revenge! That is an 11.
It swings its meat cleaver, which connects with you, doing 3 damage.
Before armour.
I get a d6 off.
On his 4 tests.
0 damage.
It just clatters off your heavy armour, it doesn't go in. It's more like a bludgeon really, it's so rusty.
No damage was taken, but I do not no-sell it in the same way as Sweet Boy. Like
you feel this.
I feel
you
it,
feel this, and it doesn't do your headache anymore.
No, I am shaking.
There's more skeletons out there, but those are the ones that had reached you. Mm-hmm. Roll for initiative again.
2.
Oh dear, they go first.
Vatar, a skeleton. It seems to be dressed in the mouldering robes of a cardinal, and it's carrying an inverted cross made of metal, which it attempts to wallop you with.
When I put you down, I'm taking the hat. I've always wanted a meter of my own. You have no idea how much good silk there is in one of those things. Well, he takes the hit. He takes 2 off that because he's wearing his light armour. Now, D8 me.
4 damage.
He takes 2 points.
Looks like some sort of religious thing. It's like a big staff that he's got, and he absolutely just scuds it into you.
Like a big shepherd's crook.
Yeah, like he kind of wins you.
The reason why he didn't dodge that is because we were all expecting him to use that as some sort of spell casting thing, and he just hit you with it.
Mm-hmm. You can respect these undead abominations, can't you?
Yeah.
Just like normally hitting you with a thing.
Yep.
It's honest work.
The one with the spear is going to try and jab at Sweet Boy again. This one's kind of mangled. 14, but Sweet Boy easily just bats it to one side. The fellow with the cleaver is going to attack Swind again.
8, but it's agility, you're saying?
Uh-huh.
So that's 12.
You take away the 4 because you're wearing heavy
Take
armour.
away the 4, so it's just 8.
Just a flat 8.
Yeah.
The cleaver clangs into you again.
D6.
Minusing 2.
Ooh, 4, so you take 2 damage.
2 damage is completely acceptable. I'll be like, I didn't mean what I said about your terrible violin playing. I'm assuming you're the same skeletons from months ago.
The cleaver smacks into you, winding you.
Gugh.
Another skeleton, this one with an axe, has closed in on Gotvin.
Finally, one that doesn't fear me. So this is -2. So that's going to be a hit. That's like a 2.
Yep. Roll the damage.
I rolled a 3 for armour. So.
1.
Okay, no damage.
The axe bounces off your armour. Mm-hmm. The fellow with the sword.
And he's like medium armour or something?
Yes.
Light armour.
Ooh, 6.
3.
Sweet Boy's luck can't hold out, and the skeleton gets a good jab right in his side. This only makes Sweet Boy angrier though.
His eyes, they get very, like, the pupils just narrow.
You know that way dogs' eyes reflect the light sometimes?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Vatar, you spin round, you see there's a skeleton bearing down on you. This one's with its bare hands, it's just going to try and sort of scratch at your face.
2 claw attacks.
Oh, that's a 15. He takes it's a single step backwards because this is not the first time he's been attacked in the face. He's learnt from last time.
And the skeleton's claws, of course, bounce off of Vatar's protective collar.
He's
They laughed at me when I said at the start. They all laughed. Who's laughing now? It's probably
There's a skeleton that seems to have been put together sort of wrong. Some of the bones are in the wrong place. Like he's walking on hands. And this sort of abomination, it's carrying a femur as a weapon. It tries to attack Leonard.
I warn you, if anything happens to Leonard. 12. That's a successful dodge.
Leonard just dives between its legs.
Oh, good job, Leonard. Okay.
We were all scared for a minute there.
Yeah, oh, telling me.
It's now our go.
Yes.
Who wants to start?
I'll start. Would I be able to whip at the spear fighting one whilst engaged with the guy?
The spear fighting one that's on with the crossed ribs that's attacking Sweet Boy.
Because I saw Sweet Boy get hit in already.
It's a little bit too far away.
Okay, the one that's deigned to come at me, that's been brave enough, and I'll say you'll be the first one to die, even though I've already killed one. And I'll whip at him. And absolutely miss.
They're technically already dead as well.
Yeah.
The whip just flies past it.
Ratar's going to take a pot shot at that cardinal. I don't always just think in terms of pot shots, but it's a close quarters shot. Gotta hope this hits. It does hit. D8.
Hefty D8.
2 points of damage. Leonard, shoot at his combatant. Which, oh no, he's flubbed it. That's a 1.
Oh dear.
Leonard, you had one job!
Amidst the sort of chaos, you hear this twack as a bowstring just snaps.
Oh, that's my fault. I should have really... I was too focused on the crossbow. Boys and their new toys. It's okay. He's still got my good knife, so we're fine.
Leonard's just holding this stringless bow in his hand.
Top it down to bow! The knife, Leonard, the knife!
Sweet boy, you'll take a big swing at the one with crushed ribs and say, stay dead. 10.
No.
Sweet boy is just a little bit too ponderous, and the skeleton dodges the big swing of his mace.
It's a brutal system, this.
It is a brutal system. Swind will groggily just take a big slash at the one with the meat cleaver. An 18. 6 slashing damage.
Swind has had enough, and he just lashes right out with the sword, and he smashes the thing in two, and it breaks into pieces, and he just stamp a little bit on it for good measure.
Ah! Bony bastard, I meant what I said about your violin playing!
Is there anyone left? There's Dagman, obviously, but he's hiding.
Does Dragon want to do anything else? Is he just...
He's armed with a blue pipe. These are skeletons.
Yes.
I don't think he's going to contribute much.
The one in the Cardinal's outfit begins laughing maniacally and sort of twirling its staff about and attempts to wallop Vatar again.
I genuinely thought you were building up
I need
to a
the
spell.
D20. That's a success. That's a 15.
It's maybe trying to just be a bit too fancy and you dodge it easily.
I'm not going to get caught out again. Oh god, I hope Leonard's going to be okay.
The crumpled one with the spear attempts to stab Sweet Boy.
14.
And Sweet Boy again, he just bats out the way.
Just paws down its entire body. He's very springy now that he's not got any ribs. He's just held up by the spine.
Mostly vertebrae
Yeah.
and skull with just the two little arms sticking.
Sweet Boy's just like one-handing away this spear like Neo at the end of the first Matrix.
The skeleton with the cleaver, it's screaming. It's like, and it's slashing wildly with its cleaver at Svind. Ooh, and connects with him.
I'm D6ing the damage because of my special armour, so take 5 off of what you're about to do to me.
It's just chipping away at the armour. There's sparks flying off, but it's not really getting through your breastplate.
Not very funny now.
It's more about fury than about a reasoned attack at this point. The one with the femur attempts to club Leonard.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Can I use an omen?
Yes, that would have been a fumble, but if
It
you
was
want
a
to use
1.
an omen.
Yeah. So, does that turn it into a regular failure, or does it just ablate it completely?
Yes, you can use an omen to neutralise a critical or a fumble.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm going to immediately use an omen for that because
Okay, scratch off one of your omens.
Is it still a hit?
It's still a hit. It's just not a fumble.
Yeah.
well, because I happen to know that he's got 5 hit points and it's a D4,
Right.
so he can take one good femur blow.
2 points of damage. The femur just smacks into Leonard's head. He spits up a bit of blood, more than usual.
Well, he hasn't got a lot, but yeah. He's how many more skeletons are left to act?
The skeleton with the axe has another go at Goblin.
Yes.
-2, so fail. 2 damage off whatever it is.
Your armour soaks up any damage.
I am forever within an impervious wall!
Okay, initiative again.
What? D6. Okay. Good.
Okay, 5.
okay,
It's you guys.
yeah.
You guys get to go first.
Nice.
Good. Okay. Do anyone mind if I just have one more go at this cardinal? And I just need to clear out some of these things. At the cardinal.
Hey!
Yep.
That's a hit. Give me a D8. 5.
You're sort of ducking and weaving, and you bring up your crossbow and you fire almost point blank at its head, and it just goes flying straight off and it crumples in a heap.
Wunderbar! World's first pump action crossbow. Okay, Leonard. He's got his knife.
I'm gonna shout at Leonard. Leonard, just give in to the dark urges. If you unmake the world, it will only happen sooner than it will already.
I wish you'd stop telling him this. It's a bad influence. Leonard goes at the femur skeleton with his knife. No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
The knife just passes ineffectually between its ribs.
He's more of a clinger and a biter. There's not much to cling onto and bite here. It's all bone.
Sweet Boy will silently and emotionlessly, because that's been the word of the day today for Sweet Boy, try to kill this pogo skeleton.
Pogo skeleton.
15.
That'll do it.
Yes.
A mighty 5 damage down on its cranium.
Sweet Boy just obliterates it. The mace goes through the skull at the top, just splinters like the spine, shatters the pelvis, and just collapses in 2 directions at once.
Shatters like a pillar of ice. Sweet Boy turns slightly to the other skeleton.
Yeah. Very, very slowly. Then Swind, so the one with the sword is still alive, is it? So the cleaver.
The one with the cleaver, yeah.
And it's sort of shattered a little bit and sort of in bits. Swind is just gonna get it together and just attack. You know, no wit, just violence. 16.
16, and he succeeds.
And some damage. 3 damage.
3 damage. You swing out with your sword, you swipe off one of its arms, unfortunately not the arm that was carrying the cleaver.
Okay.
The bones go scattering off into the grass.
Could I make some sort of skill roll to determine what defensive qualities skeletons have? And if I could, would that take up my turn?
You were obsessed with finding out this one thing that they have.
Well, I just feel
They've got one thing.
I feel like if they've got a thing, I should know the thing. If not, that's fine.
You ascertain that if you do a lot of damage at one go, that will take them out.
Right.
If you do a certain amount of damage in one go,
But you're not saying what it is.
I'm not going to tell you what it is. A certain amount of damage will one-shot them, but that amount of damage is less than their actual hit points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah. So they're like brittle. Well, I'm just going to try and thunder strike it again.
Thunder Strike.
The one that's been wheeling on my armour and not actually through. 15. Zap for 7 points of damage.
That must be over a threshold.
You wheel round and the whip lashes out, and there's a sort of and the skeleton just is blackened and then falls to bits in front of you.
It's electrified, so you can see its skeleton through its skin.
Ah.
Unfortunately, it doesn't have any skin.
It's got a secondary skeleton under there.
How many of them are left?
At this point in the fight, Svind and Sweet Boy are more or less facing off against a single skeleton with a cleaver.
There's the femur one. There's the sword one.
That might be it.
That might be it.
And are there more like coming in the distance still, or?
There are some skulking around, but you have killed more than half of them, so they have to make a morale check.
I was wondering if something wrong going to happen.
Oh,
Snake eyes.
Does that mean that they run away lots, or
They're emboldened.
they'll never run away ever again? They've found their life's calling of hassling
Well,
us.
they're undead, so they have no fear. Is what I would assume.
Yeah, that's traditionally true. But these guys were laughing and chuckling. They've got lives. They've got rich inner lives.
They've got unlives.
Yeah. Like, this isn't probably their full day, I'd imagine.
Yeah, they've got to get to the shops at some point.
Shops, put the dinner on,
Yeah.
you know.
okay. Another 2 skeletons emerge out of the grass. These ones are wearing tattered robes, and they've both got swords and shields.
Wave 2, everyone.
The ugly-looking fellow with the femur is still attempting to murder Leonard.
Oh, Leonard is the best roller in this game. That's a 17.
Once again, he's just cutting around, he's just dancing about.
Through the legs.
Leonard has just positioned himself in a way that's really difficult, like ergonomically, to hit.
Yeah.
The guy with the cleaver has turned his attention to Sweet Boy.
And Sweet Boy has turned his attention to him. That's a 3.
Or has he?
Yeah.
The cleaver dully connects with Sweet Boy's shoulder.
Okay. What D? It's a D4 resistance.
Well, it's D2, but
D2, so a 1.
1 point off.
1 point off.
Whatever damage that is.
4, so that's 3 damage in total.
3 damage. Okay, that's Sweet
The
Boy.
cleaver's just sticking into Sweet Boy's shoulder.
Sweet Boy's angry now. Now, Sweet Boy's angry.
And you won't like him when he's angry. He's been emotionless up until this point.
He felt nothing when he cleaved that skeleton in twain.
With a bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
I know, right? What next?
There's one of the sword and shield armor skeleton comes charging up towards Gotvin.
I will have that.
Hey!
Gotvin is ready for this. He's prepared. Just saw it coming and immediately just attacks back.
Oh, very nice. So, like, charging at me, I'll just be like, legs.
Yeah.
So 15.
Yep.
5.
5. You flick out with your whip, catch it round the ankle, and you just pull it back, and then send the big shockwave through it, and as it's falling it just sort of crunches into bits.
Okay, so 5. 5 is a good number. Does its shield remain?
The metal bits are still there, but they're not in good shape.
No.
The other one with the sword and shield attempts to attack Vatar.
It knows what it would get.
So, fair. That is a 16. So, yeah, cool.
It's got a fairly long charge up, so you've got time to sort of avoid it.
Just sort of like mirroring with the shield. Cool. That is cool beans. Initiative. That's a 5.
5, excellent.
Sweet boy's angry. Gnashing his teeth, he brings his mighty flail down. And it connects.
Nice.
A mighty D8 direct down to the shoulder of the skeleton. It's a 3.
Not bad.
It's a number. It's not a 5.
Yeah.
Sweet Boy brings his mace round and it crushes into the shoulder of this skeleton. It's just hanging together by threads now.
Swind, emboldened by his man-dog's good work, will bring his sword to bear on... What was Swind still fighting the knight?
You're both fighting the one with the cleaver.
Oh, well, that Swind will try and finish it off. That is an 11.
It's staggering around. You would have hit if Sweet Boy hadn't crumpled it already.
Well, his success is my success, so I'm happy with that.
As Gutland, I think I will advance on the cobbled together skeleton and I'll say, Leonard, watch your head, and I'll try and go for the top half of the skeleton with my whip.
Fumble.
That is a 14.
Excellent.
5. 5 was a good number before.
Certainly was.
This whip is like...
It's such a good whip.
It's such a good whip.
It's the only magical weapon we've found. I'm very happy with it.
Get a bit of momentum up and you whirl around. The whip wraps around the vertebrae and you tug. And
Yes.
and it just separates into bits.
Oh, yes.
A spray of bone.
The only one remaining now is the one with the femur, and he's sort of...
Is he imitating our beloved little Leonard? They're both making the exact...
The skeleton's a little bit lower pitched.
Anyway, Vatar's just going to cock off his last...
There's...
Anyway, that's an 18, that's a hit. I'm like, I'm coming for you, Leonard. Hold still. 5 points.
5.
Just knock off a shot and it just goes straight through the thing's eye socket and it goes staggering back and just collapses in a heap.
Oh, so what? Because if I'd missed that fun, like I'm going to have to get my sword out and it's been a while since I've used the sword. Are you okay, Leonard? You look like you have a big lump on the old noggin there.
Leonard's starting to bruise up.
He's always kind of like a bit bruisey coloured, so
yeah.
it's like...
Yeah,
That's a new bruise. It feels like every time you get to bruise, Leonard, it never truly heals, and your entire body is like a collection of bruises.
I'd say it gives him character, but he's already got so much character.
So there's one skeleton which seems to be literally on its last legs. It's just sort of staggering around and it's in bits, and it's no real problem for Sweet Boy and Spin to just polish it off.
We'll just
put
each
it
grab
down.
an opposite end of it and just rip it in half.
Mm-hmm.
Make a wish.
Yep.
Wetly rip it in half.
Or dryly rip it.
Dryly, yeah, just a dry rip.
So you're stood there amidst this scene of carnage, just panting slightly.
This was my success. I was on watch, and I, through the medium of dogs, woke everybody up.
Yes, well done.
I should be commended a medal.
And for doing it all with a heroic hangover as well.
Exactly. It's like there's like some glee and happiness, but like the clouds are starting to reform around me.
Now that the adrenaline spike is over,
Yeah.
Sven's just not feeling good again.
I'm going to have a big sit down after this.
Dagvin!
Dagvin has already snuck over to the scene and like buried himself under one of the piles of bones. And so he's there going, Masters, I tried to hold them off, but...
Dagvin is seized by the like his collar by Vatar, and he's pulled to his feet. Says, Dagvin, hello, You were going to go get me and Leonard's arrows and bolts back, and you're going to go do it now.
Yes, of course, Masters, and never doubt.
No, now. Dagvin, okay? Leonard gets to stay here and lick his wounds because he's been participating and you have just run off. Okay? We didn't know if you lived, we didn't know if you died, and frankly, you didn't seem to care if we lived or died. Go! He just shoves them. Go! Arrows, bolts, go!
So is Dagwin going to walk out into the dark to look through these arrows?
Yeah.
Do you want me to come a morale check?
Okay. Let's see. It's under by 1.
Dagwin steels himself, perhaps being more scared of Vatar's wrath than anything that might be out there in the dark. And he scuttles out, picks up the arrows and the crossbow bolts.
Finding them by smell more than anything else.
Vatar's not going to be just bandaging Leonard's head because he says, "Good, Leonard, you've done very well, Leonard. Don't worry about the bow. Don't worry about the bows. These things, they happen. We can get it fixed. It's just a bowstring."
Swin will amble up to Sweet Boy and just sort of hunch over in front of him and be like, "You did good, Sweet Boy. We're going to get you food. We'll get you extra meals. We'll get you patched up.
Sweet Boy still has the cleaver sticking out his shoulder.
Sweet Boy, we can take that cleaver out of his shoulder. We can leave it there. Whatever you want. You're the top dog." Sweet Boy will just like grab the cleaver and just like pull it out and then just drop it in front of him.
Okay. He might bleed out now, but that's probably fine.
He's got enough blood pressure that I think it
That's
was
not.
thing in
That's
this
not how
circumstance.
this.
I think he has so much. He's got an enlarged heart.
Vatar's like over bandaging Leonard. He's not looking. He's like, "I hope you haven't told him to take that cleaver out because he really needs to stay in."
No,
Don't put it back. Whatever you do,
no, it's spraying. It's spraying, but it's calming down.
put your finger into hole.
Look, I think it'll clog.
Put your finger into
I'm not
hole.
gonna put it in the hole.
Put your finger into hole.
Sweet Boy's not gonna like it. He's too.
Put your finger into
I can't
hole.
reach it. He's like 8 foot tall.
Put your finger into hole.
I'm just gonna ask him to cover it himself. I'm not putting any finger in any of Sweet Boy's holes. It's not
Sweet
happening.
Boy!
Sweet Boy's not gonna. He's not reacting. Look, I'm not reacting to this. If I put a finger in him, he's gonna murder me. He killed skeletons like they were nothing.
Sweet Boy is a dog of violence, and he knows he's going to need patched up.
Yeah.
Oh, Sweet Boy, come and see.
I think we might have some healing potions from the first dungeon.
Nah, it's fine. We can just bandage him.
Okay.
With my nice silk bandages that definitely weren't that seamstress's bed sheets. She won't find them again. That will teach you to talk down about starching collars.
And yet you have access to our bed sheets.
Oh, that's a tale, isn't it?
That is a tell.
Guffin, I would thank you to never mention this again.
You protest too much. Did you get the hat? Did you get the Cardinal's hat? You were saying you wanted the hat.
No, turn around, he's got the hat on. Oh, yeah, did I?
This hat, now, Vatar, let's not beat around the bush, he's a grave robber, you know? Mm-hmm. He takes clothes from graves, he wears them. But there's no way about it. This skeletal cardinal in his robes, they absolutely stink of piss.
I'm beginning to wonder, and I'm going to address this as a prayer out to the universe of basilisks, whoever God can hear me. If there is a lake comprised of piss, if this is some sort of
Piss flake.
fun little trick by the gods, that every time is this a punishment? Is this perhaps like, oh, you've stolen one too many things from the honoured dead, and now you have to pay by going through 7 different trials of different bodily fluid lakes?
I'm not a religious man, but see if someone hypothetically, not saying that you did, stole from the honoured dead, like just the once, this level of trials that you're facing currently would feel appropriate. But if you stole loads constantly and it was your thing, I feel like you're getting off lightly.
The hat and the vestments, they're like really, really mouldy, like they've been damp for a long time. And again, this urine smell.
At no point has he said that he's taken off the hat. like since this information became public.
Technically, it's good for you. Anyway, I'm taking the flail thingy.
The big long staff. It's got an inverted cross. It's really dirty, but rubbing it, it seems it's actually the top part of it looks like it's made of silver.
Oh, fantastic. Well, it's also good for clubbing people about the head. Source this. And he's got like a little imprint of like one of the religious icons like firmly in his forehead because he's been twatted with it so hard.
I reckon that we should set off on our grand adventure to the Plateau of Death.
Yeah, so if nothing else, this has woken us up.
It has. This is the only way to wake up. I'm going to get back onto the cart and get into the recovery position.
Ah, Swind, what are you like? Well, that's all for this month. In the meantime though, you can follow the Ludonauts on Blue Sky and Instagram, there are links below. We also have a Patreon with a whole load of additional content such as discussions, fan art and deleted scenes. And if you join up, you get a shout out at the end, like so. Lana, Stanley, Jackie, Lady Corvia, Rona, Vale, Little King Birdbrain, Toasty Waffles, Steve, Ty, Rachel and Jägershund, all splendid individuals. If you want to hear more from Craig and Michael, they have a podcast of their own called Progslog, where they look through British UK anthology comic 2000 AD. Well worth a listen. But for now, our ways must part. But we shall meet again at the start of next month, where perhaps our heroes will discover just what's going on in the Mines of Markan.